What is up, everybody? InStinctGamer here with another episode of the latest and greatest PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X gaming news. We are just over a month away from the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S launch. As we remain in a holding pattern for more information on the next-gen consoles, including more pre-order availability, we were delighted yesterday to get our first look at the PlayStation 5 hands-on. This came at the courtesy of Japanese YouTube influencers and select publications. This was the first time we've been able to actually witness a PS5 hardware outside of leaks, with some images to hold us over until Sony's next big announcement. Now, there wasn't a lot to go off of hardware-wise, as Sony continues to keep a lid on what we're getting for our money come launch day, but hopefully we'll get some more of that coming soon. The console itself was what you would expect from prior photos, but some have said that it looks better than the promotional photos that we've seen previously, which is a good sign. We also got to see the size compared to what we can expect to see in our living rooms on launch day. Of course, the console in itself is large, as we already knew. It is the largest PlayStation in history, but it is slightly less of the behemoth that we've been constantly seeing in memes online. I personally don't mind the size. It seems to coincide with functionality, but I'll definitely be keeping this system horizontally. What do you guys think? Will you be waiting for the PS5 Slim version because it's so large, or is this not an issue for you? Leave it in the comments below. And like I said, not much to go off hardware wise, but we did get a glimpse at rather large bolts near the vents on the console. Some are speculating it's to install compatible SSD hard drives, while others like myself think it may be a way to allow you to customize the outer shell. What do you guys think? Leave your guesses in the comments below. YouTubers who got a hands-on of the PS5 reported that there was no noticeable fan noise on the PS5 at all, and the console remained cold after 80 minutes of gameplay. This is according to Deneki Online. This is promising, especially after we move from a PS4, which we have had the pleasure of comparing to the noise of a jet engine. Deneki also stated that the quietness of the fans was more impressive than the loading times, which is a lot to say. And this was very promising news, especially since we know that they have overclocked SoCs internally. We also got a look at the DualSense 5, which we now know uses a light strip at the bottom portion of the controller to indicate what player you are when you're playing with friends. There was also no UI revealed. In fact, nothing earth-shattering was revealed at all, but just more confirmation of what we've been told by Sony up until this point. There was, however, a supposed leak of the UI that hit the internet shared on Reddit. In the clip, you can see a black DualSense controller, which we can now assume is for developers. The UI itself looks okay, but the issue that I see and what others have pointed out as well is how long it takes to cold boot. It takes about 20 seconds to cold boot according to the actual leaked video. Now, this may seem fast, but it's very slow compared to the expectations with that amount of tech, including the SSD. The only thing that we can take from this is that it's probably not optimized yet, since it appears to be on a dev kit. Only time will tell, and we can hopefully expect more leaks soon, as according to Tidex on Twitter, devs have already started receiving the retail units of the PS5 starting last week. And speaking of speed, the most astounding portion of the hands-on is the power of the hardware and the SSD. Throughout the session, especially with Astro's Playroom and Godfall, which is a next-gen title, the quick load speeds were noticeable, clocking in at 1 to 2 seconds for a character to respawn. So this is something to look forward to, as we have never had consoles with this much speed and raw power, and is similarly seen in the Xbox Series X. It was also noted that the respawn was so quick that they had to put a screen for players who wanted to enjoy the tip screen while there was the loading menu. So essentially this screen popped up almost instantaneously and required the player to hold the button to continue the game. I'm sure this screen will be made optional, and the speed itself is something we can test with our hands-on review. Last but not least, it is official. Congrats to the team at CD Projekt Red, as Cyberpunk 2077 has officially gone gold, which they announced via Twitter this morning. Thankfully, no more delays, as this will be a day one purchase for many, including myself. Let me know in the comments below if you are picking this up day one at launch. And here is a brief look at the leaked map from Cyberpunk 2077, which we'll be enjoying soon. And another note which just came down on Twitter, Ghost of Tsushima Legends and the update 1.1 will be coming out on October 16th. This will include a new co-op multiplayer experience, lobby access from the main menu, new game plus, which is techniques, gear, vanity items, new difficulty, new horse, Ghost Flower Merchant, armor loadouts, and a new photo mode, which should be pretty cool. So check out our previous video and tune in for our continued coverage on next-gen gaming news. Thank you for joining us here at InStinctGamer. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell if you haven't already so you can stay up to date when we release content. Follow us on Twitter at InStinctGMR and on InStinctGamer.com for our latest news and posts. Have a great day, and we'll see you in the next video.